Oh my gosh, what the heck is title insurance? I mean, insurance? Do I need to really buy that or have that before I buy or sell a house? That's what we're going to talk about today. So stay tuned. All right. All right, so I get a message from a title rep that I've dealt with, and he calls me time to time. He'll say, I've got someone who wants to buy a house. And so kind of what happens is the message will go something like this from the buyer. They say, hey, I was calling my friend that's title rep and wanted to buy a house, and he recommended I call you. My friend said it's a little bit further down the road. He said that first I need to get a real estate agent to make an offer. So I'm giving you a call, David. So it kind of goes like this. I mean, in the industry, he said real estate industry, title and escrow can help you get title insurance once your offer is accepted. But, that's a question we kind of get all the time. What is it actually that title is and escrow is? And most people have a good understanding of what a real estate agent does and understanding kind of what mortgage lenders do. But there's that third party. It's the title people. What the heck do they do? I mean, every real estate transaction, as long as you and I have been around, or probably most people that we know, don't even have a clue what title and escrow company actually does. Purchasing title insurance is a standard part of buying or selling a home. And to get a better understanding what title insurance is, we can break it down into just 3 questions. So the first, what is title? I mean, before you can understand title insurance, you have to actually understand what a title is. 2, what are they actually looking for? I mean, what is the work that these title people do, and they need a whole team of people doing it? 3, why insurance? I mean, why is it an insurance policy? Why couldn't we just do the title once and that's just it? Let's take a look. What is title? Well, it's a piece of paper that says you have the rights to own something. And you may be familiar with this. If you own a car, you've probably got that piece of paper that says, I own this car, and that's a good thing. Real estate works exactly the same way. A title is a piece of paper, and it says you own the rights to that property. You're able to access it. You're able to modify the property. You can, upgrades to it. And if you even like, you could transfer the ownership to someone just by signing that title over to them. Number 2, what are we looking for when you decide to sell your home? I mean, why is it you need a whole team of people to help make sure it's done right? I would think, people say, well, David, shouldn't it be just as simple as, I want to sell my home, she wants to buy it, we both sign on the dotted line, and we're done. We both agree. Well, it isn't. Transferring ownership gets a little tricky. I mean, there's a bunch of common things that can happen anytime during the length of the time that you own the home that could even make it difficult or impossible to cleanly transfer the ownership to someone new. I mean, what if you took out a loan to build a new roof and it hasn't been paid off yet? Does that become the buyer's problem for the new buyer? Hey, what if you inherited the property and you're ready to sell? One of your relatives now is claiming it's my property. They liked me best and I wanted it and I should have it. Have any of you heard of those stories? What if 10 years ago you met with the neighbor and kind of said, over a couple beers or something, he says, hey, he wanted to build a shop, park his cars kind of on the corner of your property because you're not really using it that much anyway. And you said, okay, was anything documented there? It may come back. What about if you bought a home when you were single? Then you got married, lived in the home with your spouse for, say, 20 years, later got divorced, and now you're ready to sell the property. Who gets the property? That one gets touchy. So there's legal reasons why a lot of this just needs to be resolved before you can sell your property. Not only that there's a buyer on the planet, think about it. There's probably not even a buyer on the planet who'd want to be handed all these complications the moment they're handed the keys. Like, here's your keys. Oh, by the way, good luck. You have all this list of things attached to the property. So this is where title companies come in. They can help you find those, what if scenarios. I mean, so we know what we're dealing with. And then it can make sure that the home purchase is legal, safe, and secure for everybody involved. Okay, so the last question. Why is it title insurance and not just simply a one-time title search? I mean, it takes tons of expertise and research just to be able to identify which issues are actually going to matter when you're going to sell your house. So why not just trust the process, right? Well, the reality is, even the best title person on the planet find hundreds of issues, and you're able to get that fixed before you sell the home. And then all it really takes is one issue that was missed. Happens, and often comes up at a later date. Well, that's when the homeowner kind of gets totally screwed. I mean, they might not even own the property. What you actually need is some kind of guarantee. So title policies are the insurance policies are meant to protect you from those unknowns so that everyone involved can rest assured that the sale was legal. And if something inside that coverage comes up at a later date, which say otherwise, well, title insurance company eats it. It's not a bad deal. It doesn't come back to haunt you. So hope this kind of helps you, but let's take a quick look. I know we're getting a little long in the video, but one last metaphor might help you remember this forever. Imagine a world where any time a new romantic relationship began, there's a third party you could hire. Come in, personally guarantee to remove all the baggage from each person's history so that it never affected a relationship negatively. Okay, yes, I said imagine. But not only that, if it ever started to, that third party would step in, be able to magically take on all the stress and burden associated, and so you'd never have to. Would you hire that company if it existed? I know I would. And that's what title insurance does for real estate transaction. Takes that worry away, puts that guarantee there for not only now, but maybe sometime in the future. So thanks for watching this video. I know it covered just title in this video, but there's another side of the coin. A lot of times you hear title and escrow. They kind of come together a lot because they're very closely related. So we can look at that in another video, and we'll do that soon. But don't forget to subscribe, check us out next week, and stay safe. Enjoy your day.